Okay. Oh, there. Okay. Seems to be fewer red dots. Not sure if that's a good sign. Oh, I've just lost sight of them. I think it means I just lost sight of them. Okay, so let's look at the replay. Okay, I think something odd happened here. I don't know. May have to look at that again. Firing patrol. I think I made another mistake in the last turn and I didn't even realize it. Okay, well, let's look at the... okay, well... something happened there that changed around him, so I think we may... actually have recovered somewhat in that area. Let's see. Yeah, suppression's okay. Suppression's okay. Nothing seen. Suppression's okay. And nothing seen at the moment. I should actually check. I should look around. Well, he won't be able to see anything because he can't see over the ridge anyway. Try and save a little bit of time by combining, because I was going through most of the units again to see what they could see. I try and do it like this. Don't know if it'll be any better, because the turns are taking too long unnecessarily, and it's not really a problem for me. I don't care, but I mean, that does result in long videos, and I don't edit them when I push them to YouTube, so you know, hour and 15 minutes of nothing is not exactly exciting watching. So well, the alternative would be for me to download them and then edit them, but then I'm not really enthusiastic about that because YouTube isn't my main thing, it's the live streaming, so no, they cannot see anything, so that's probably good. Moving on, they can see, but their suppression is good, so they haven't been fired upon. Can they see? Oh, it's probably up here. Yeah. Well, that hasn't changed. Okay, yeah, next. That suppression is good. One enemy seen. Let's look around. See if he sees anybody else. Considering he was just attacked, okay, suddenly two enemies seen. Okay, there. Let's do another change in direction. Okay. Okay, anti-tank rifle. that means it's probably bringing mortar fire down on that position soon. Okay, think about moving. See if he will rally. No, he's not able to rally. Nope, it did rally. Okay, good. So I can actually move him out of there. Okay, so the platoon in the north is now a little bit better off. The commander still sucks, but the platoon's okay. Okay, let's look around. Now, so it's important to move him out of the fire, because otherwise he will not... his suppression will go up again. But I used up all the rally points there. I should have used the button actually, because sometimes when you press the key, you get multiple reads, and you accidentally use up all of your rally points. I mean, the way I'm playing the game is not as simple as it is in Windows. So there's a lot of layers between the interface and the actual game. There's a lot of software in between. Not just wine, so sometimes that results in odd behavior that isn't apparent on Windows. Not that there is not a lot of unusual things for this old game. Okay, there. In 12. He's moving really fast. But that is all he can see, though. Let's move on. Okay, his version is now 15. And he can be seen by one enemy, which is not good. Will he rally? No. Okay, well, we're still in a bit of trouble here, but at least I have 3 platoons that are going to be somewhat functional, if I can keep them alive. Don't know what I'm going to do with them, because honestly, there's really not much, there's not many turns left. I don't know how strong he is on this side. I'm hesitant to push. I mean, if I take a lot of losses, it won't change anything. It'll just make the defeat worse, that's all. So, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I doubt. I have doubts that I can accomplish much more than just losing soldiers at this point. Okay, next. Not see anything. Let's look around. Okay, that one's rallied somehow. No. Okay, I see what happened. Where's the other one? Okay, I've completely easy in there. No, there's one. Wait. Let's see. He's around. Should be one over here. He's rallied, but he's in terrible shape. He's only got 3 men left. He's taken more than half. Lost more than half of the men in there in that squad. Okay. Okay, so what happened was they moved in and took that one, I think. That one's been destroyed. So I think that's what's happened. So they must have dispersed. Yeah, unfortunately the log is not complete. It's one of those really quirky things of the game is that in play-by-mail it doesn't tell you when your units have been dispersed. You just have to assume. So what happened, I think, because there was a battle here, so I'm guessing the squad that was here retreated that way? Or that way? I don't know. And then they must have retreated in the open. Well, I know control over them, so you can't really decide that. It really depends on where the retreat hex is. Anyway, moving on, because that's not what I should be looking at now. I digress. I think he can see anything. Yeah. Just in case there's a sniper or something. Unfortunately, there may still be somebody in there. Probably is, actually. We'll find out in a second. As you can see, 4. Ah, there. Okay. Okay, now the unit that won't rally, so he's gonna run away. They seem to be running away in a really odd direction, though. That's disturbing. I should check where the retreat hex is. shouldn't normally be a problem, but they moved up. They moved up. You can actually see anything else from there. East line of sight's quite restricted, but further out it's not bad. You can cover that, and you can cover that area, but it's very far away, so it actually may even be out of range. I think that's on the limit for what he can hit. Rallied, that's good. Actually can't see anybody from there now. Only seen one. The recon tanks are so weak. I really don't know what I can do with them at this point. There's just too many tanks with bigger guns. They're not actually that strong. I mean, it's just the fact that they have 37mm guns on them. They're not really good tanks, but you know, bigger guns matter. Okay, so one thing I wanted to check was where is the retreat X is over here. Okay, so that means that's, yeah, okay, that explains why they were running at an angle and why this one up top here is retreated at an angle. Yeah. Okay. Because what happened here in this area is that the squad that was in this position retreated, so because it retreats towards the retreat hex, obviously, and that is now in the center of the map, so it retreated towards the center of the map first rather than towards the rear of the map. One of those quirks of the game, which results in awkward things happening. So this unit retreated to a hex that was, and remember, I had no control over this squad. It was in a routed state. It would not rally. So it was going to retreat. So it retreated into the open, which exposed it to enemy fire. It's one of the things that really annoys me about the game. Actually, is how a retreat was designed into it. A retreat is very, very awkward because everything retreats towards the hex. So if you're near the edge of the map, units will tend to retreat towards the center of the map first, and then towards the rear. Whereas it would be more. I would prefer if they retreated towards the rear, towards the friendly edge of the map, so to speak. So in that way, because that puts them at least risk, because it's very, very likely now they will retreat across enemy units, like just as that one did there. Same thing happened here. This unit was here. So this unit was actually here, and if it followed my rules the way I would design it, it would retreat in a straight line towards the rear of the map, and until it gets to a point where it has to stop moving inwards. So it'll always go real towards the rear first, and then towards the center. But no, the game is designed that it will move towards the center first. So when your units are retreating, they can be exposed anywhere. It's just ridiculous. It's just how the game is designed. I wouldn't have designed it that way, but you know, you have to live with it. That's how it works. So, but the thing is, once you've lost control of a unit, I mean, there's nothing you can do. If a unit is routed, you cannot rally it at all. It has to run. Well, you can rally it if you have somebody with enough rally points around it, but for some reason, usually the Germans rally quite well, but for some reason this battle they did not. I don't. Oh, you know, something just occurred to me. It might be because they have so many of the victory X's, and the Poles are accumulating a lot of points because they've owned those for 7 turns now. That has an effect on the morale of the force. So it's got to be playing a factor now, because units I'm really struggling to rally units. Well, the battle is lost. I don't. Even if I take a victory X now, it won't matter. It won't tip the balance. So it will just be something to an achievement, sort of, more than anything else. Okay, so this one is rallied enough to move, so I can leave him alone for the moment. This one needs more rallying, so if I move him... probably going to put him in the open, though. And it might not help. Okay, well, no, let's not do that yet. Let's not jump again. I was sending scouts around this side, so let's put a scout here. So you can look around. Can't really see much. I'm just gonna see the same thing. Okay, so no, he's moving 5 if he steps out. This is height 10. There's nobody here. Unless they're on top here, they won't be able to see him. So we'll risk it. Just to look down the... Okay. Yeah, this one would have been able to see them. Actually, you can see a bit more. But really not that much, so this way. No, doesn't mean anything. Could be a cavalry unit down there, and I wouldn't know it. So I'm gonna leave him there for a turn. See if anything moves around. He's not moving. He's not moving very fast, but still, they may get spotted though. Okay. That position is not really that helpful. But I didn't have to do. I could have moved him here because I should be spotted. Yeah, maybe he's behind a tree, so. And the next turn we'll put him there. So I don't know. The advantage is if I move him out there, there's a good chance he won't be seen, the infantry gun. But he's not really going to have a good line of sight anyway. I'm thinking the other infantry gun might be better in here. Maybe we'll see this way. That position's not very good for the gun. It would have very little opportunity. So for that one, I think probably there, and I think this one probably back here maybe. Should be able to get some line of sight down here. So I think they're moving up. He's got to be. He's realized that there's not much defense in that area. So that seems like a good. He's just a good choice at the moment. Okay, other scouts. I don't have a lot of recon left. Simple as that. Which is actually really hurting me at the moment. Because I don't know. I have very little information about where the enemy is. That's something. So my choices for the type of scouts I picked were probably not suitable. In the first points battle I went with mainly 4-man scout teams, and that worked out quite well. In the second one as well, that's what I went with. And this one I decided to go with 2-man scout teams, and that's the predominant team, and it didn't work out so well. I think it's just because they're weaker and they easily destroyed. So some sort of mix between them is probably better. Don't know what you can see here. Nothing because of the smoke. So that's good. So I only have 2 fighting fit squads in this platoon. It's not enough. The other one is just very weak. I mean, then I'd have to be putting the platoon leader into combat. It's really awkward. So, what am I trying to do here? I mean, there's think I might as well have them fall back and try and take up some more defensive position here. I still don't know how many platoons there are, so maybe what I'll do is I'll move the scouts around the side. Okay, so let's see. Do I move out? I was going to move out this side, but now I'm hesitant. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. He's dead. Oh man. Okay, well, there you go. I really suck. I really suck. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, well. Okay. Wow, I've done so badly in this battle. It's really sad. My level of sacking has really achieved new lows. Oh gee. Oh well. The recon moved around. I'm going to move the recon down this side and we'll see if I can send them up this way. I don't know what else to do. But I think it's time to stop pulling back here. There's really no point. I have no idea what I'm facing here. I know this. I know there's at least 4 tanks are in the area. I have some anti-tank capability here, but it's not gonna be enough. Yeah, I think my force selection wasn't very good. But I don't know how to improve it though. So I need advices would be appreciated. And this eventually shows up on YouTube. The problem is I don't know now if there's anything up here, because the sniper didn't live long enough in order to find out anything useful. See anything out that way? Well, they fired once. Unless there's somebody up here, in which case, more likely there's somebody here. Okay, so what I was thinking what I'll start doing is I'm gonna move the Panzerjägers back. So there's nothing they can do here unless we know if they can push forward, and right now I doubt that. Oh yeah, they were within 1 hex of an enemy or a friendly unit that got destroyed, so their suppression went up. And that's cut down their movement as well. Yeah, great. Okay, well, pull them back. So, the question is, do I take a chance and step out here, move the tank up? I may be able to see them, I may not, because there's actually quite a lot of smoke in here. So it actually may not be a clear line of sight. But thing is, you won't know that until you won't know until you move forward. They have a grenade launcher, which probably has a range of 4. So, and they also have light machine gun, a LMG grenade launcher. Those can damage a tank. Well, at least suppress it at the very least. and preventing it from withdrawing again. So without knowing more information, it's maybe not what I would opt for. I'm gonna leave them there though, because if they moving in, then it helps. But I don't know where they would move now. Probably there, because they would want to hunt. They're trying to hunt down the Panzerjägers, I think. Well, I might leave them in that position just for the time being. If they move in this side, then it's awkward because, well, obviously there's nothing that the squad's on its own, right? So. Pulling back, then yeah. Let's see. Again, yeah, he could. Okay. trying to decide whether to tempt fate and put him out there. Don't know. Well, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the scout there. Next turn I can use them to look out there, because by that point I think he will have moved up here anyway. So it actually may be dangerous to leave him there. Maybe dangerous to put him there next turn. I'm gonna have to think about it. I doubt he'll move straight in. I don't know. No idea. We'll see what he does, and that maybe hopefully I'll learn something from it. Because I don't know what I could have done here. I mean, if I'd moved over here, I wouldn't have known he was there. It's one of those things I don't know. Was that too obvious a move? Maybe that was it? Or he saw me in that position the last turn, he actually saw him? No, he couldn't have. Well, he saw me in that position the last turn and I disappeared. So he could have assumed I moved back there, and then that would have been the obvious choice to go there. Otherwise, not move in plain sight. So maybe I was just too obvious. Well, so I thought then it's just lack of experience. I mean, I don't know. Because if I'd moved over here, I wouldn't have known he was there, right? And he wouldn't have known where the scout was. So, but the scout would be alive. So I don't know. Okay, so I'm pulling back here. I'm moving the. I'm gonna move the scouts up the side, and maybe the recon tanks that way as well. That one on that side for the moment. You will need to move away from there so they can move back. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing there. Well, my plan is to move the infantry back, but I don't know where I'm going with them. Probably try to get back into the town, maybe? I don't know. Okay, so he's still pinned. Will he rally again? Okay, he managed to rally. Don't know what good that does me. What can I do with the few units I have left? actually hit. Okay, so, basically nothing. He hasn't taken any. Has no damage. He hasn't lost any. There's no men lost in that squad at all. I think I'm gonna move him around this side. Try and put him back into town. Yeah, do that in 2 turns, I think. Now, question is, can he be seen from there? Possibly from across the map, maybe? I might not be able to do that. Yeah, I probably should not move too fast, because I don't know. I don't know if he can be seen from anywhere else. Judging by this one... Okay, let's zoom out. Let's see if that line of sight shows up anywhere else. Whoops. Lost focus on it. So you never know. This game, line of sight can mess you up really easily. That's me, but I suck, so, you know, that's the main reason. Okay, so I think he should be okay here, because that's not going to be any different. He's going to have 2 buildings in front of him. There'll be 2 buildings in front of him, so, yeah, okay. Let's put him in there. Let's just check. Okay, looks alright to me. So the next turn we're gonna try getting across there. Might even be able to go across that side because there's plenty of smoke here. Okay, so next up, this one. He's routed. He's not gonna rally. Nope. I'd have to move. Let's try moving the command squad closer. Question is, will I be able to rally him enough? And how far from the center of the map are we? Because it matters. Whether he's actually going to retreat across. Okay, he may actually retreat straight back. He may retreat straight back, so it might be better if to leave him, but there's a small chance he'll actually retreat to the center first. I don't know, it's hard to... I could leave it and find out. I mean, that's one way to do it. Just experiment, right? Because sometimes things are just not obvious in the game. It catches me out rather often. Thing of it is, this one is not actually useful where he is, and I don't really want to move him that way. I was looking to move him over here. He's on a slope now, so he'll be moving on to 10. He'll be in plain sight there, unfortunately, so... what are the chances of him being seen? Now the thing is, if I move him here and try to rally him, he he may not rally. That's the thing. I mean, the only way to find out is to try that. Or do I just let him retreat and then see what happens? Decisions, always decisions. And this is the thing. I've had the situations come up too many times, is where my plan is being second guessed. I mean, because I think it's a good idea to have another heavier machine gun up here. Or do I rescue this one? But I don't even know if I can. He's routed, so chances of being able to rally him are actually quite low. He actually still has a target. That's really strange. It's gotta be them. Or, oh, these ones over here, maybe? He says he can see 3 enemies, so... There. Okay, well... Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can rally him. Nope. 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 So that was a waste of time. Alright. Bad choice. Okay. Let's go up to the top. Okay, now let's look at these first. So if I move this one here, let's move these out of the way. Now, this position here gives me some line of sight across here, but not a lot. This one will probably give me better line of sight through here. Well, it won't be that great because these trees will block at this side. Okay, so I'm going to risk moving this one here. Quite large, so they do not move around quietly. Size 1. Okay. Expecting them to be larger actually. So there's a good chance he'll be spotted when he does this. It's a very limited line of sight, so actually no, there was no chance of him being seen. I don't think he's moved up here yet. I know one of these squads has moved here. Well, I don't know. We'll see how that works out. Well, there may be an opportunity to move it again. Move it up here, maybe. And into here. We'll see. This scout will tell me what I can see from that position in the next turn. Might be more useful. Okay, so in the center... So, I probably need to move infantry this way. So it looks like there's a push coming from this side. What can we see? That has not moved in a while. Okay, time to wrap this up. So does he need to move? This is line of sight. Okay, a little bit better if things start shaping up that side. I won't be able to move him out there though, because I think that would expose him to those, both those units. I think he's already dug in. Yeah, he's dug in. LNG could be more useful somewhere else. We'll leave him there for now. Okay, here. He's might be rallied by someone. Not by him though, unfortunately. Yeah, he's rally points a little gun. He's probably outgone as well. Yeah. Okay, so how fast is? Well, he's pinned, so that helps. But enemy seen is that one. I don't even know how fast he was moving when he ran. Well, he moved 3 X's. 1, 2, 1. Here, he moved 2 hexes, so he's gonna be moving. He's moving about 5, so I mean he's been seen. So I guess when the mortar fires are arriving next, and Now, I can move this one out of the way. Question is where? There's plenty of smoke around here now. What am I trying to achieve here now? I'd like to get him up here. But he's visible to that one now. Wow. So both of these, well, this one's probably going to be hit with mortars fairly soon. So what is his chances of hitting that? 14%. Only 6% because he's moving so fast. So I'm going to have to move this one. He's been here too long, and he's been spotted, so that's an obvious place where mortars will land, I think so. But where to put him, that's the question. What can we see on this side? Not a lot. It's a leap here. I don't know what's on this side. I'm actually more inclined to pull back here rather than push forward. I think. Because right now, I mean, the only thing I can achieve is more losses. That's it. There's the chances of being able to get anywhere close to Victory X is pretty slim, and it's not worth it at this point. I mean, there's only 4 turns left, so even if I got one, it's not going to count for much. There. Okay, that's 20. And then off, and then the slope, so he'd be out of sight. immediately visible to anybody. However, he's quite an... Yeah. I think I moved slow enough that he won't be seen. Okay, so I think I've got them out of the obvious line of sight. I think you can still guess I've gone here. Because if he's got anybody down here, then they would know that he hasn't moved that side, right? So it's still a good guess. Gotta remember, my opponent is vastly more experienced than I am. There's nothing I can do that would actually fool, actually fool him. Well, I think in the last battle, I surprised him by coming up that side, one side of the map. He really didn't expect that, but I don't think that would happen too often. And really it didn't really work out that well. It really didn't, because it was just too slow. But anyway, we'll try stuff. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. In this battle, everything I've tried has not worked. So, as not being very useful. Let's look at artillery. I think some of these guys have some ammo. I think that's out of range. Yeah, out of range. It's moving. Okay, I think now they are both moving, so I am going to assume he's going to continue moving. So probably to there. Nah, I can't predict it. It's not obvious. It's not obvious what he's trying to do there. I mean, he may be trying to move to the edge here. Or he may be moving across here. Or maybe he doesn't even have to move because, well, he's lost sight of that one now. So, I don't know. I can't predict it. I'm not going to waste the ammo. Now I could hit from two different positions, assuming that can actually be hit. But again, he could move that way, right? It's just, I don't know, it's just too unpredictable. So I don't know what direction he came from. That's really that's usually how I'm able to figure out where the plot the artillery fires is if I have a pretty good idea of what direction they started from. But I have no idea where he started from, because I haven't had him in line of sight at all, which is really probably could possibly be the failing of this battle, is that my recon was absolutely terrible. I went on the attack before I knew where the enemy was. Maybe that's it. Now, is this one worth firing at? He's still got quite a bit of ammo. Some, wouldn't say a lot. I doubt he's going to be in that position though. He's definitely going to move. So again, I don't know where to plot it. Now I do have opportunity here. He's not contact. Okay, now he's not doing that. He's not doing anything useful. Okay. So, that's it. Wow. That is a long turn of nothing. I suck. It's really bad, man. I don't know. Okay, well. But that's it. There's nothing else I want to do. I've pulled this unit, what I can, I've pulled them back. I'm trying to minimize losses. There's one that's exposed now, nothing I can do about it. Evil rally. He's out of rally points, and all the command units around him are out of rally points. So if he survives, then I've actually got a full platoon here. Well, somewhat weakened, but in fighting strength. This one is still fighting strength. Then I could do something, but I need to know that this platoon is reasonably battle worthy. This one is not. This one's a lost cause. There's just nothing I can do with it. It's just too weak right now. But I don't know what I could do up here. I mean, no, I have no idea. Anyway, so no artillery I can fire because he's out of contact. I can't predict where this guy's gonna go, and he's out of range. The only thing that could hit him is the big mortars, 81 millimeters, and nobody else can call them in fast enough. Nobody else can call them in fast enough, so it's not worth it. I mean, even a 0 unit's going to be... Yeah, so it's over a turn, not worth it. Anything could have happened by then. And that's it. Nobody else. I don't think the HQ unit does any better at it. Nope, he's even slower. Yeah, so I'm just gonna leave it. See what develops. Okay, ending the turn. Oh no, let's check ranges. Yeah, I should. X's is good. I don't think it might not matter for those ones because they've been seen previously, so it's not difficult to predict where they are. I should move them around maybe, but I don't really know where else I can put them. I'll have a look when I get... So right now, you can't see anybody. And neither can he, unfortunately. So. Do I pull it back again? Let's see. The ranges are set, but well, unless there's infantry really close by, they're not likely to see them. So I'm going to leave them there for the time being. If any infantry comes into view, though, then they could be there already. I just haven't seen it. Yes, the radio contact lost happens at the most inconvenient moments. It is a random thing. I mean, there's a check that each unit makes. Each unit that has a radio makes at the beginning of the turn to see whether they fiddle with their radio and got it working. If they fail to check, then they are in contact by radio. Now they may be in contact by visual, but that doesn't help for forward observer. Forward observer has to have radio contact in order to do the job. So. No radio contact, forward observer is basically the most useless unit on the map at that point. I'm trying to decide whether I want to leave that range. It's now at 13 hexes. Okay, I am going to shorten that down. Leave the target, change that to 12. Yeah, the only target he has at the moment is 20 X's away. Do I want to move those? No, I'm not going to bother. Okay, and... I can't actually see anybody at the moment, so there's no point in having that range be that long. Reduce it to 3. right on the limit of his range as well. The mess in the south. Okay. And that's it. More losses were taken. Oh well. But that's how this battle has been so far. Anyway, it's into 10.